Ottery St Mary has a population of less than 5,000. Its top attraction is a garden centre. It's pretty decent, but don't let that fool you, because there's something even better to do here. For hundreds of years, on the 5th of November, locals from the town set fire to tar barrels. They pick them up, then plough through the streets crowded with tens of thousands of visitors. It's a real experience. There are street parties, thrill rides, a huge bonfire, and a tornado. You spend most of the night cold and trying to get closer to the barrels, but this is broken up by brief moments where you're hot and trying to get away from them. I got home dotted in ash and smelling like a steam train. It's brilliant. The origins of this tradition are lost in time, but it happens to be on the same night as Guy Fawkes. As you can see from this fantastic slow motion footage, the barrel itself is empty and regularly needs topping up by the organisers to keep it acceptably fiery and dangerous. Only local people are allowed to carry it. They are known as barrel rollers, and they run about with lots of layers of clothing and fabric gloves on, though they often sustain burns to their hands and neck. I've seen a good few walk past, still smouldering from the flames. The rules of the event are a little unclear. They just seem to run back and forth, having fun until the barrel disintegrates. It starts off looking pretty sturdy, but they're carried until there's nothing more than a husk left, at which point they're dumped on the floor and there's an explosion of embers as the crowd erupts into applause. You can get a guide that shows a basic map of the town, along with where the barrels will be and at which times. But we'd often just see a plume of smoke in the distance and would head with the crowd to get the best spot we could. There are a dozen or so barrels burned over the course of the night, ending with the mega midnight super large barrel. Of course, it would be irresponsible to get children to run about with flaming barrels such as these, so they're given smaller ones instead. Proposed cleanup bills and health and safety threatens this event every year, but they're taking steps to keep with the times. They banned single-use plastics just last year. The town has to foot the insurance bill, which goes up every year. At one point it cost just £50, but last year it was £22,000, in part thanks to people occasionally lobbing explosive stuff into the barrels. You'll spend the first half of the night worrying about missing out and spending all your time trying to get as close to the action as you can, but then later on, as the crowds start to thin, it becomes easy to get as close as you dare. My advice to you is to keep your friends close, your enemies closer to serve as handy meat shields, to have an arranged meet-up spot if you get separated because the phone reception there's terrible, and not to use flammable hair products.